Hi guys, today's video is around: is self-love necessary to manifest a specific person? The video was inspired by one of my clients who's emailed me that she was working on her self-love only to manifest her specific person, and if I could give her a couple of good self-love affirmations to magnetize her SP. This client of mine is French, and I thought it would be a useful video to you if you thought that you need to work on self-love to be in a relationship with a person. I decided to approach this video on 3 angles. First, what is self-love exactly? Then, how beneficial is it? And third, is it absolutely necessary? So, what is self-love? Self-love is the feeling that you are whole as it is, that you don't need to become anybody else because you fully accept who you are right now. Indeed, acceptance is key when it comes to self-love. Acceptance of you being a soul living within a human body, able to experience what your soul seeks to experience. Accept that you have the power to create your reality through disciplining your thought patterns and remaining faithful to the end that you have chosen for yourself, irrespective of what you may hear or see in the meantime. Another notion that comes hand in hand with acceptance is self-validation. You see, when you want to experience love with another person, sometimes it is because you crave their validation of you being a person worth loving. If this is the case, you need to be true to yourself, because your energy is likely needy and you're most likely chasing your SP, even if you don't realize you are doing it. You may also be a people pleaser, trying to show your SP what a great catch you are. You are not doing yourself any favor when you identify yourself with this type of self-concept. Because self-love is not self-concept overall, but it is within your self-concept. And this is an issue because if you are after someone to feel good about yourself, this means that your happiness depends on your SP to feel good about yourself. This also means that you could be living in constant fear when you get your SP that they leave you, because it would mean to you that they would leave with your feeling good about yourself. When you already feel good about yourself, let's say that they temporarily are not available in your quantum bubble, this won't be the end for you, and you will not mentally torture yourself to try and figure out why they left. You won't go straight to the conclusion that they've met someone more interesting or prettier or whatever. Another notion that comes to mind when we talk about self-love is showing up in your own reality as a priority. How does it look like? Well, you make decisions to make you happy. You decide on the feelings that you want to experience. In other words, your world doesn't evolve around your person, trying to get noticed by your person, trying to figure out what to do or what to say to be in a relationship with them. No, this the other way around. Because you are treating yourself as a priority, you are energetically showing your person how you expect to be treated. This goes along with self-respect and self-esteem, which is why I always have my clients working on their boundaries and not to compromise with them. Those standards exist for a reason. Number 2, is self-love beneficial? Well, with what we've just seen, yes. In complete honesty, I would say that for me, self-love is beneficial. It is especially beneficial if you lack boundaries, if you have placed your person on a pedestal And if you're feeling miserable when they're not professing their love to you, if you cannot focus on anything in your life because you are currently not in a relationship with a person, in those cases, yes, absolutely, self-love, in acceptance, making yourself a priority, validating your own self-worth is extremely beneficial. Another way of saying this is that you can never go wrong or waste your precious time when you allocate time working on yourself in that respect. If you want to start working on your self-concept, make it about you though, and not a way to get your manifestation. Your self-concept is for you, so that you like the reality you live in with more than one big manifestation. If you have no money when you get into the relationship you've been manifesting, trust me, your reality is soon going to be quite painful. If you can't marry for lack of money, if you can't live together for lack of money, if you can't travel to see a person if they don't live close to each other, and so on and so forth. In other words, your self-concept is your opportunity to finally experience a positive lifestyle and a lovely reality. Try not to reduce it to the person you're manifesting if there are other manifestations that could be useful to you. Of course, I'm sure that some of you already have everything else, so the only thing missing would be their SP, and in that case, I completely understand that your self-concept could be geared towards your person. And yet, I guarantee you better and faster results when you still make it about you. Simply said, if you make your inner work about something else or someone else, your focus is not where it should be, because that thing or that person becomes the lead character of your movie. And that, logically speaking, means that you are not the lead character of your movie. So working on your self-concept is beneficial, but is it absolutely necessary? And that's our third point. Well, to be honest, with a very low self-concept in the past, I still managed to be in relationships with the men I wanted, but there is a but. After a while, my insecurities overwhelmed me in such a way that I was always sabotaging my relationships. I was trying to be nice, I was accommodating, I was trying to be light, I was pretending I was never intense or very serious. I thought that I had to be someone else to be accepted the way I was, because I had no clue how to be myself around men. In fairness, I thought that I was too boring because I have always been the very serious type, and so I was trying to be someone I wasn't. I was also told by some friends of mine that I was being too nice, so I was trying not to be as nice as I genuinely was and am. I was doing my best to improve the person that I was, thinking that there was something definitely wrong with me, because even my male friends couldn't understand why I wasn't in a steady relationship already. They kept complimenting me, and they kept wondering how could I possibly not be able to keep any of the men I was. They were completely stunned. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, I've met my person when I wasn't looking for him, but I still had listed everything I wanted to find in my ideal guy without having to change who I was as a person with my standards and my personality. And it worked. Except that I realized that if I wanted to keep that one, I had to work on my insecurities, not to repeat the same mistakes. And that is the reason why I started looking for practical examples of what I could do. I paid a few thousands of dollars. I went to the US and I attended conferences and on-site training. You name it, I was super committed. Despite all of this, it is when I became familiar with the law of assumption that my life truly turned around. So to the point of repeating myself, I would tell you that self-love is not necessary for you to start experiencing a relationship with a person if you affirm something along the line of him or them accepting you and loving you for who you are, and if you genuinely believe that your thoughts can create your physical reality. But if your self-concept is poor, I would encourage you to work on it so that you can stabilize your relationship and eliminate your insecurities even before they show up. As you know, I have now developed a course dedicated to your self-concept, which comes with a workbook. It is over 2 hours long, and I have had feedback that it is excellent. I've just released it, so in fairness, not too many people have bought it yet, but the ones who have commented to me that it had helped them become a successful version of themselves. In this course, as well as the one dedicated to affirmations, inner conversations and stories, and the course dedicated to eliminating resistance, all my examples are around specific people, money, living conditions, and job opportunities. The links are in the description box down below if you know that now is the ideal time for you to change your reality. As always, I welcome your comments, your likes, as well as your new subscriptions if you haven't already subscribed. And on that note, I wish you a great time manifesting whatever and whoever you want to make your reality a superb reality.